It's 5 minutes to 5.
The early evening news with David Cass.
Labour MP will lead internal campaign for black sections candidate. On the eve of Iran-gate hearings, Reagan says keep the Russians off our doorstep. Murdered schoolboy, police describe a man they want to interview. And the goal which won the league. Good evening. The Labour MP and frontbench spokesman Claire Short says Sharon Atkin, the parliamentary candidate suspended for calling the party racist, has been treated harshly. Ms Short is to lead a private committee campaigning for Ms Atkin's reinstatement, but she says she doesn't want a fight with the leadership.
Considerable efforts were being made on all sides of the Labour Party to paint the fallout from yesterday's Birmingham meeting as a storm in a teacup. Claire Short herself said she wasn't going to pick a public fight with Neil Kinnock, but that she did disagree with him both on black sections and the treatment of Sharon Atkin.
Neil and I have different views on this question, and as I've made clear, I think the way in which Sharon has been treated is very harsh, and I want to get people in the party to calmly reflect on it and look at it again and see if they haven't been too harsh. But I don't want to fight with Neil Kinnock. I want us to win the election.
The Labour Party's General Secretary refuses to discuss the issue. Was Claire Short chairing a black sections campaign?
I believe that to be untrue, but this is not the point at which to deal with the issue of black sections.
What is not yet clear is whether Ms Short supporting an internal pressure group within the party is compatible with her front bench position. Mr Whitty promised clarification later this week. Meantime, he and local government spokesman Jack Straw were far keener on beating the drum for Labour's local election campaign, and especially the government's proposed changes to the rates. Poison for the Conservatives in the campaign, Mr Straw said, though all right for some members of the Conservative Party.
Mrs Thatcher stands to gain £37.13 a week on her retirement home in Dulwich. In contrast, a 3-adult household living in an average house in Barnsley would have to pay an extra £10 a week as a result of the poll tax.
And Mr Straw claimed the black sections controversy was not harming Labour at all in the campaign. Michael Brunson, ITN at Labour headquarters.
President Reagan's been accused of knowing more about private arms supplies for the right-wing Contra rebels in Nicaragua than the White House has so far admitted. The first public congressional hearings into the affair start tomorrow. Last night, the president said Congress should vote more aid for the Contras, or they'd be giving the Soviet Union a free hand in Central America.
As workmen put the finishing touches to the Senate committee room where the Iran hearings begin tomorrow, Ronald Reagan finds himself once again protesting his innocence. This time after allegations that he knew of illegal efforts to buy arms for the Nicaraguan Contras through private donations.
I did know, and the people that I met with to thank because they had raised money to put commercials on television